Thanks for joining us tonight. And we're going to continue on in Genesis chapter 21. But we're coming to a part of the story of Abraham where now Isaac is 3 years old, his older son 16, and he is basically being forced to keep peace in the family by sending away Hagar and Ishmael. And it's got to be a very difficult time in Abraham's life to come to this. And I want to read these next few verses for you so you can see what's going on here. And starting in verse 8 in Genesis chapter 21, "And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne to Abraham, mocking." Here we are at this feast, and Ishmael is making fun of her baby Isaac. "Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be the heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And God said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. And all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And also the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And Abraham rose early in the morning, and took bread and a bottle of water, and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba." Now just think of this, folks. How would you like to send out your 16-year-old child that you have raised since he was born because of a squabble in your family? And you can see the distraught that was on Abraham. But Abraham had a promise from God. God had told to Abraham, and again, this wasn't the first time that this happened. Sarah and Hagar got into it earlier, and before actually Ishmael was born, when she was pregnant with child, and she was cast out. At that time, Abraham told Sarah, said, "Do with her what you want to do." And so she kicked her out. And the Lord sent her back where Ishmael was born. Now, 16 years later, the same thing is going on. Except this time it's different. Abraham did not want to submit unto Sarah to throw away his older son on account of this. And the Lord said, "Listen to your wife. Go ahead and listen to her. I'm going to make nations come out of him as well, and I'm going to take care of him." And because of that, Abraham was willing at that point in time, when he heard the voice of God, to let go of Ishmael. And here he came with a bottle of water and some bread, and sent them both out into the desert. Now we look at this story and we wonder, God, what are you up to? What is going on here, folks? And I see that this is the beginning of what the Lord ultimately is going to do. When Jesus said in John 14:6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me." And I believe that what these verses are doing are pointing directly at that verse, that there is only one way to the Father through Jesus Christ. Because Jesus came as the direct seed from Isaac all the way through those generations. In fact, Isaac, like we said before, is a type and shadow pointing directly at Jesus Christ. And here in these verses, we see that there is one way. There's not two ways. Ishmael is they say the father of the Arabs, which ultimately became Muslim at 600 years when Muhammad walked on the earth, 600 years after the birth of Jesus Christ. And now you're looking at society where people are saying there's multiple ways to the Father. But Jesus said, and I think he reiterates it from all the way back in Genesis 21, that there is only one way, and that is ultimately through Jesus Christ. Because the Lord said, the Lord said to Abraham that, in fact, Sarah said to Abraham, cast out this bondwoman, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the Lord said to Abraham, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And the ultimate seed that came out of Isaac was in fact Jesus Christ, who is the only way to the Father, the way, the truth, and the life. And no man can come to the Father except by Jesus Christ.